Hello my dear students, today we are going to continue the natural resources, our lesson related with natural resources. Please follow me from your book. Open the pages between 332 and 335. Okay, we will begin with 332. And please, if you are using volume 2, it's okay. You will continue from this book. If you are using physical science book, you should switch back to the earth science book. Don't forget. So let's start our lesson. So yesterday we learned about what is natural resource and what are the renewable and non-renewable natural resources. So I would like to start by a revision, by a question to revise what we learned yesterday. So we will sort these resources out into renewable, into categories, non-renewable and renewable. Let's check. We have copper. We say that copper is a really important metal. We are using copper in electricity for making wires or making coins, and it is a non-renewable resource. Okay, if you can, please stop the video and give your answers and then revise them with me. Okay, what we have: coal. So coal is a natural resource. We are using coal for producing electricity, and also we are using it for heating, for thermal energy. But what we said, coal is a type of natural resource that it cannot be renewed, so it cannot be replaced. So that's why it is called as non-renewable resource. Lumber. Do you know what lumber means? They are made up of trees. We are using these lumbers for making furnitures or making buildings in a lot of places. So is it renewable or non-renewable? Can we grow trees again? So if we control the woods, if we can just replant the trees that we are using, we can consider trees as a renewable resource. Okay? Wool. Do you know what wool is? Most of the sweaters that you are wearing on winter time, which are protecting you from cold weather, are made up of wool. And wool is made up of the fur of sheep. Okay, they are cutting the fur of sheep and they are using it as a wool, and it is a really strong material for use in fabrics. So we are considering this also a renewable resource because it can grow over sheep again and again. Grapevines. So when we are talking about plants, we can consider most of these plants are renewable resources because we can replant them again and again when we use them. Or sunlight. We can't be used up. We can't run out of sun. We'll always have sun over the earth, so that's why sunlight is a renewable resource. Okay, it is not a limited resource. Oil, petroleum, it is a limited resource. It is, when it used up, we can't replace it. That's why it is considered as non-renewable. Or gold, again, like copper or coal. Gold is also a mineral that we can find under the earth, and it is also non-renewable because we can't replace gold by any other material. Okay, it is a limited resource. So we have a lot of natural resources, but we can't say that all of these resources can be found on the same place. Okay, we have different resources in different places on earth. For example, oil can be found around Russia, and or Alaska, which is in the North America, or Saudi Arabia, which is in the Middle East. And large amounts of oil from these places is transported to the other places over the world. What else we have? Iron ore it can be found in many places around USA and it is also can be found some other places on Earth. But we say that iron is a mineral that is used to make steel, and basically this mineral is also transported to other places over the world. What we have also, we have cranberries in USA, for example. In United States, Wisconsin is one of the leading states that is transporting cranberries to the other places around, other states around. And the cotton is also can be special for some certain places, okay, because its durability and quick growing time make it a go-to resource for many things that we use each day. And that's why when it is commonly used, it is really important for transportation also. It is really important to just importing this cotton to the other cities. And also it is grown in Turkey too. It is grown around Russia too. It can be just grown in a lot of places around the earth. Okay, what else we have? Gold. Gold is also a non-renewable resource, and large gold deposits, for example, can be found around California. It's a yellow metal and it is really precious, really desirable for jewelry and electronics. It can be found again in Turkey, in the mines also inside the Turkey. It is not that rare, but it is so expensive because of its value on the jewelry. And also for lumber, the trees. In some places trees can grow faster because of the climate, so also we can't say that trees can be found everywhere, but mostly it can be found in different places over different countries. Okay, for example, in Oregon, in United States, it is saying Oregon and Washington are leading states who are producing lumber. But also, of course, in other parts of the world, we are seeing this lumber production. In your book, you have a question like that. It is asking for you to label each section with the correct region, with the correct percentage. This pie chart is showing us the amount of oil produced in different places on Earth. Okay, and it is giving us the amounts, and we need to place them here. So, for example, the most of the oil produced on Earth is coming from Middle East. We can understand it from there because it is saying 30%. Okay, most of it is bigger than every amount here. And next, in the second place, we have North America, and in the third place we have with 15%. We have Eurasia around Soviet Union, around Russia. And Central and South America, Asia and Africa are equal in terms of oil production, and Europe has only 5% of oil production. So how we will place these to this chart? So when you see, can you see the biggest part of this chart? Where is the biggest part of this chart? Here, right? This is the biggest part. So we will place Middle East to the here, and the second big one should have the North America. The second big one should be this one, right? This is slightly bigger than that, and the third one should be here. And we can see these three are looking equal, and this one is apparently smallest in all, so it should be Europe. So as a result, it will look like this. So the biggest part will be Middle East, the second biggest part will be North America, and after North America we will have Eurasia, and these three guys, Central and South America, Asia and Africa, will be equal to each other, and it is looking equal to each other, see? And the smallest part, smallest region should be representing the Europe. So as a last part of this session, we will discuss the use of resources, how we are using these resources. For example, this fence here is an example for usage of iron. Okay, iron ore is a non-renewable resource, and it can be used in the production of iron fences or just iron posts. Okay, this playground here is made with lumber. Lumber also can be used to make pencils, paper, or the bookshelves, the furniture in your home. It's a really common resource that can be found in our daily life. Or cotton, again, it's a really common resource for us. It is made into thread, and then the thread is made into fabric, and this fabric can be used for making our clothes. And the last thing that we can see, copper, is used to make cookware or electrical wires, and again it's a really common thing that we can see all around us. So now look at the room around yourself. Can you see iron and lumber and cotton and copper? So basically in a room, in any room, you will see all these four different types of natural resources, even more. If you can see even more, like I said, please try to list all of them. You will probably notice that the electricity that you use in your home should use a natural resource, and the computers will be made up of plastics and minerals, and the papers that you are taking notes are made up of different resources, the trees. So basically we are using natural resources a lot in our daily life. If you want to revise this lesson, please open Unit 7, Lesson 1, pages between 332 and 335. And if you have any questions, please read those pages really carefully in order to understand this topic better. And thank you for listening. See you in the next session.